Okay. Today we are going to talk about TEF Canada exam structure. So this session and the next session is dedicated to the discussion of exam structure and format. So we'll also along the lines we'll pass on some techniques and tips to get the best possible score. Hopefully that will help you. TEF Canada test is basically a variation of the original exam is TEF. The actual exam is TEF, Test d'évaluation de français. Test d'évaluation means French evaluation test. Simple आसान भाषा में French evaluation test. So this is the original exam. This is conducted by an institute called as CCI. It's actually a government body. So all you have to do is you have to type TEF in the Google, and you see the official website. And if you click on that, you see this is the CCI Paris Île-de-France Education. But this is a government institute organization which conducts this exam. So TEF Canada is a variant of TEF exam. And it is a variant because it has only 4 modules. Usually TEF exam has 5 modules. But for TEF Canada, you have only 4. That is reading, listening, then you have speaking and writing. Whereas in the original TEF exam, AB, you have another module called as vocab and syntax. Vocab plus syntax. That's another extra module that original TEF exam has. But TEF Canada doesn't have that, so it has only this 4. Compréhension écrite. Okay. This is called as compréhension orale. This is called as expression orale. This is called as expression écrite. Okay. These are the French equivalent of these sections. The point to be taken from this information is that this exam is conducted by government or some kind of institute which is affiliated with government of France. That means even though the name of the exam contains the word Canada, this exam is not using Canadian French. It uses standard French. The only thing TEF Canada implies is that instead of 5 modules, it only has 4 modules. So you're still going to study the standard French, and that should be good enough for you to get the good score. Fine?
Yes.
Okay. Now, we also have one more option for Canadian immigration, which is TCF Canada, as you are aware. Same as any standard language exam, speaking and writing. Format slightly different than that of TEF Canada. What we are going to do, so we are also going to create some sessions detailing or talking about the structure, format, tips and techniques for TCF Canada, just in case you need to have that option. Okay. So we'll upload those sessions in the classroom also. Also, sometimes people think that maybe somebody is more comfortable with the format of one exam or another. So it's always good to have choices. Eventually, the common thing between 2 exams, AB, is that you still need a good enough intermediate level to get yeah. So that is not different. That is common. Intermediate level is required. You cannot get a, let's say you have A1 level, so you cannot automatically score B1 in TCF Canada. That's not going to happen. So it's that remains consistent.
Got that. No, that's not my concern.
No. I'm not saying for you. I'm just saying for audience, the larger audience. Let's discuss in detail now the first module, that is compréhension écrite.
Reading.
That is the reading module. So do you know the duration of the test, Kiran? What is the duration?
It's 60 minutes.
Yeah, it's a 1 hour duration. Do you know the number of questions, Kiran?
I think 60
No, there are 50
or
questions.
50. Yes, 50.
Okay. Good news, as I said, is that all of them are MCQs, are multiple choice questions, completely objective, only one correct answer. Another thing that is very good is no negative marking. हाँ, कौन है तुक्का किंग यहाँ पर?
Me.
Oh, cool. ABBBA or ABCABBA? Before we even start discussing the module in detail, what you should do 2 months before your intended exam date, 2 months prior to exam, you should go on this official website that I was talking about. This is the official website of the exam, and you should buy this module called as you click on this. They'll give you this online learning platform, Prep My Future. As I said, this platform is created by the very institute which conducts the exam. So that's a good platform. You're not relying on third party. So I think we have already purchase this platform for our organizational studies, or some of the employees are also giving the exam every now and then. So we have purchased this subscription. It costs about 37 or 35 euros, which is not a lot. And once you purchase this, you retain the access for 12 months from the date of purchase. So what do you get in this Prep My Future online platform? So basically, this is about exam practice. So if you can see, you go to lessons and activities, you have this section. This is reading, this is listening, and this was the extra module I was talking about, AB, lexic structure, which you don't have, TEF Canada.
Yeah.
Expression écrite, expression orale. So if you go to the reading part, they have given this category of questions, and these are exactly the type of questions that are asked in your exam, right? So you can go and you can practice a bunch of these questions. Thus, you get familiarized with the type of questions that are asked, and these questions are very similar to the ones that are asked in the exam, and that is available to you for all the modules. They have given the types of questions, and then they have practice questions for you. So you should take 1 month to complete all these questions. There should be at least 1,000 of them in various categories. Take 1 month to do this rigorously so that you get well acquainted, Kiran, with the exam format and structure and types of questions. Every certain kind of question has its own demands, right? Has its own strategies, right? So you will get good at it by practicing. So take it 2 months before the exam so that you have enough time to make most of it. Then let's say 15 days before the exam, you go to the test section. So you have these 3 TEF tests plus 1 mini TEF. So you should definitely give all 4 of these. So let's look at the compensation écrite. As I said, 60 minutes, 50 questions. So these are the 50 questions that we are looking at. So roundabout first 20 questions are quite easy. If you can see, the level of difficulty starts with 1.5 stars and it goes to 2.5 stars. It will stay till like that till about 27. So out of which I will say first 25 questions are comparatively easier. If you talk about reading test, the biggest challenge I think that is there is time management. Where people falter a lot is time management. Now, what you should remember is that not all questions are of equal difficulty. As I said, first 25 questions, question number 1 to 25, are comparatively easier, rather than saying easy, easier. And surprisingly, 41 to 50 are also easy, again easier. So you are talking about 35 out of 50 questions which are comparatively easier. So my advice, Pooja, is that you attain this 25 and then you take this 10 in the last, and that you finish that in about, let's say, 35 to 40 minutes. In about 35 to
Yes.
40 minutes, you take this out of the equation. These are your bankable questions, where if you are a good student, let's say your actual level is close to B2, you should get at least 32 or whatever, 30 plus right out of this 35. That's your goal. Now we are just talking about the rest of this question from 26 onwards till question number 40. These are 15 questions. If you look at some of these questions, they will have paragraphs. So usually at this point of time, the questions are asked for on paragraphs. The paragraphs after question number 25 around, they become longer and difficult to understand, to comprehend, right? So it takes a lot of effort to understand this. And even after reading them multiple times, it is possible you do not correctly understand everything. And probably you are finding it difficult to mark the answers. So as I said, first let's take care of the easy ones, right? The first 25 and last 10. And then let's say ideal scenario, you take 35 minutes for this 35, or let's even 40 minutes. So now you are left with about 20 minutes, 20 to 25 minutes for those slightly more difficult 15 questions. Your objective should be to get at least 8 to 10 correct. So that means if you're looking at those, there we're talking about 30 to 32, and then you're talking about 7 to 10. So you're talking about 37 to 42 out of 50. And this is the range where you need to be. This is the range you need to be to get the B2 plus or CLB 7. Now,
Okay.
one thing about this exam is that